All right. Welcome now to another Saturday Grease Monkey Blender Streamathon. Well, it's not an authon, but welcome back for everybody here watching. I am the Grease Monkey, and so are you. And today we are going to be continuing this animatic that I've been making for the last few streams. I didn't do it last stream. Had to do a short stream last stream, but continuing the stream, doing this animatic, and been doing the Saturday stream 5:30. But I'll probably make a community post about this. But I will be changing my streaming times. I'm gonna be streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm still figuring out the time. Probably afternoonish. But yeah, we're switching away from the Saturday streams. My Saturdays are becoming more and more busy. So instead of just making shorter streams or compensating somehow, I'll just make the streams during the weekdays, Tuesday, Thursday, uh, and work from there and see how that works. So it's not set in stone Tuesday, Thursday. I'm going to try it for this week. But I'm going to figure out what would be the best streaming time for me and to have, some good old consistent content and stuff. So yeah, but today it is a Saturday stream. We're doing an animatic. It's doing it in we're doing it in 3D. We're doing it in Blender. All my Blender heads out there. And that's about it. So, where we left off, let's see if we can recap. I'm making an animatic. Let's see if I can open up. We're gonna do our previously on the Grease Monkey stream. Alright. So we have this animatic. Let me play a shorter version of it. Animatic, quickly sketched up in Krita. Good stuff. Person going over a building, coming in on a helicopter, scanning. She's a phasing person, so she can phase through walls. Very Ghost in the Shell-esque. Falls through the floors. I didn't draw it, but there's a superhero landing in there. My friend Spitfire did a couple of notes on it, which I like and I agree, and I'm glad he helps me out with this stuff. And we have a lot of this already in. We even have this like little fall here. We don't have the shot where the chest comes in and turns on. I left that out, but I will be doing that. So where we're at here is, yeah, the helicopter comes in. The person comes out of the helicopter, looks down, does a scan, blah, 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 blah. So where we're at is this scene here where they jump down and then they come into frame, which we already did. And we'll see that now. But the part we're really on is this. This is the scene I'm going to work on today, where we do a wide shot of the building and we see them kind of like about to hit through the building and just like blast through, boom, and blast through. And that's what we'll be working on today. If we can get some more, that'll be great. As always, it'll always be great if we can get extra work done. But if not, that's the goal for today. And then we're gonna show maybe the side building. We'll work on that, and then the superhero landing, which looks pretty cool. Be like, bam! That's when she like unphases herself, like she makes herself solid again. Lands on the floor, and she's doing maybe an extraction. The story's a little vague. She's somebody who's infiltrating a building. That's what you need to know from this. Once I block all this out, then I will start fine-tuning. I will start doing the beautifying process. This is all blocking out. I'll start beautifying it. And then I'll start doing grease pencil stuff. Very excited for those days. These, this blocking part's necessary, but the more fun part is going through the grease pencil and drawing in and using it and actually making something that looks fun to watch. So I'm just doing it here. This is also a learning process for me. There's a lot of hiccups I come into here. that I usually make into I make into tutorials and stuff like that. So this is very good for me. So let's watch what we have so far. I'm gonna see if I can play it in real time. I should be able to. Let me make sure. This tells me the frame rate, right? Okay. We're just gonna play it. Let's play. Oh, there it is. So we're at 24. We're good. Helicopter comes in. Boom. Into the building. They come forward. We're missing a shot where... Oh, she looks down. I didn't put that part. Boom. She turns on the thing. She falls down. There's a shot. The shots of going in. Boom. Goes through the building. But right before she hits this building here, we're going to cut to a wide shot where we're going to watch her fall down. Boom. And kind of like go through the building. And that should be a fun one to do. That's what we're going to be focusing on this stream. So as I'm working, feel free to ask questions, related to this or not. I definitely don't mind answering some Blender questions out there that you guys have. Going a little sidetrack, taking a little break. I usually don't take breaks, so the questions are like the breaks themselves. So yeah, please go in. So yeah, so like I said, we're going through. Let me pause this. Flying, ba, boom, ba. They fall down. They go into frame. We're doing the wide shot here. It cuts into a wide here. Okay. So let's get started. Anybody watching, once again, feel free to ask some questions. Ask some questions. I can't speak, but you know what I'm trying to say. Don't be pedantic. You don't have to be that person. You don't have to be. Alright, we're opening up the last thing we shot. I duplicated it because it's going to be a separate one. Look, we even have YouTube chat scene here for any questions that come in. Okay, so we're overhead. Let's see what we got. Let's make one rendered. There it is. It's a little bright. Let me go to our suns and let's lower the brightness on one of them. There you go. Okay. There we go. We're definitely going to be changing the time and day, and we're going to be playing around with all that. Once this is all blocked out, we'll start cleaning up, the nitty-gritty work. Anyway, so we have the scene. What's interesting about this scene is let's take a look at it from a different angle here. I think I even erased the helicopter. It's not even in here. So there they are, boom, going through. So that's cool and all. And let me check my cameras 1 second. Alright, cool. So this particular camera is being animated and is actually animating, and the character is following along. Let's see if I can zoom up on here. You can see the camera here, right? And they're going fast. Vroom. Following along, and then they move in. So right now, I'm going to make another camera. I'm going to make it in utilities. And I'm going to make it the main camera. I'm not going to erase this camera. Usually I'll like unparent this and like, and to unparent is Alt P. Let me make sure I have my screencast keys. There it is. My screencast keys is not working. I wonder, this is version 3.1. It came out. I wonder if the add-on doesn't work with 3.1. Let me make sure. Going to the page. If you guys know another screencast key software, please let me know. I'm downloading one right now. Let's see. We'll put it on the desktop. Let's remove this one. Oh, it's the same one. It's 3.6. I mean, let's add it again, though. Install, desktop, screencast keys. Ah. Ooh. First hiccup of the stream. Screencast keys is not working on this version 3.1 of Blender. This is the one I like to use, but I've seen other people use other ones. So once again, if you guys have a better suggestion for screencast keys that for Blender that you like, please let me know. I'm not gonna Google it now. I'm in the heat of battle. So yeah, this one doesn't work right now with 3.1. So sorry if you can't see my keys, but we're gonna keep on trucking. All right. So no screencast keys removed. Sorry. Boom. Okay. I'm gonna make a new camera, and I'm going to make it where this camera is right now. So cursor to selected, Shift A. I'll probably say my the keys I'm pressing, so it's easier. Shift A will make the camera. There it is. We're gonna call this main camera. Hopefully I didn't name the other one main camera. I bet you I did. I didn't. What I did call it was camera 001, so we're good. We're gonna call this main camera, and I'm going to go to object and or is it view? I'm gonna go to view, set active object as the camera, which is the main camera. There it is. We're in the main camera now. And we are good. There's something I have to fix here. The fog is only working with this camera right now. So let me just switch that in the shader, which, on a side note, I found out an easier and more efficient way to do this fog. Not going to change it in this project, or in this stream, I should say, because it's annoying. So I will just change it where I need to change it, which is right here. So camera wide, we'll change it to main camera. And we'll change this to main camera. There it is. And the fog is corrected. Now it's not weird. Fog's in the background there. Another thing we'll fix on this camera is this passport art. There it is. It's dark. We're doing good. We're doing dandy. Danderino. And I'm also going to take off this header here, which is show tool settings. There we go. So now we got a nice picture here. And this, we'll have it here. I don't know. This is just for aesthetic purposes for the stream. So, okay. So we got the camera. We got main camera. We're in it right now. As you can see, if I touch this camera here, I can rotate it. You can see it changes the scene. Makes us dizzy. But let's... Oh, one more thing I gotta fix with this camera is the clipping. I'm gonna put like 10,000. Just so we can see the whole background. And that should fix some of my issues there that I have in the distance. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what is a... Alright, we're here. Okay, I'm going to figure out what a nice camera shot would be for this shot, right? If we look at... I should have left it open. I should have took a screenshot, actually. Let me take... Hold on, I'm looking for it. It's somewhere here. Alright, we already have that shot. They're falling through. We have that shot. This shot right here. Pause. You know, and for aesthetic reasons... Hold on, I'm also going to move this away. But take a picture of it. For me! Okay. Cool, so we took a picture. Okay, so this is the shot we're doing. Imagine this being kind of like the top of the building, and this is the person, the lady, and she's gonna break through, right? So in this shot, we see all this negative space. The building's way up close, and the character is... You can see some details here, right? But they're not like huge, right? So here they are. We're gonna try and replicate that. So let's do that. So right now, what I'm going to look at is, when I'm looking at these things, I'm looking at the left side here. Here we go. And we can see that right here, the We're gonna get to a closer frame here. Right about here is the frame. Okay. So let's see. So this shot, they're really tiny on the screen, which could be cool, but let's try and get it as close. Let's say the director. He's like, "No, no, no. I need this to take up a lot more space." You know what I mean? So there's no weaseling out of this for right now until, I'm live on stream and I don't want to do it anymore. Oh, wait, one thing. Forgot to put that I'm streaming on the Discord page. Let me put it in real quick. Just to make sure. Sorry, guys. If there's anybody in chat, please have a, give me a shout out. Tell me you're watching. Participate in me talking to myself. Because it gets lonely sometimes. Let's see if we can get some more bodies in here. All right. We'll doing a stream now. We'll be changing my dates. All right. There we go. Let's see if there could be some more bodies in here. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the detour. Le Monkey, how goes? How does it go? Good to see ya. Glad you're here. It's going well. It's going well. It's another Saturday. Doing this shot here. Doing the shot where it's like a wide, the person diving in, and I'm trying to replicate it exactly, kind of like how, not exactly, but like how you drew it, where the character takes up more space in the scene. I'm looking at it here. They're really tiny on the screen, which could work, I guess, but like, let's see. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and get it close. I'm gonna pretend like this is, if we're going in, vroom. All right. So one thing I'm gonna do is I will actually I'm going to there's so many cameras. This is such a mess. I'm gonna parent this camera to the other one. Arsenar, hello. Here sculpting. I am feeling my loneliness too, listening to the stream. Good, good. Are you sculpting in Blender, Arson? Or are you sculpting in something else? And also, do you like sculpting in Blender? Have you sculpted in other places? Can you recommend sculpting? Okay, so let me see if I can replicate the shot. I'm gonna be playing with the focal length, and I'm also going to be getting that screenshot I got. Where did my screenshot save? There it is. Okay. All right, this is the screenshot we're replicating. Here it is. Building on the side. Dutch angle, is that what they call it in show business? In the showbiz? The Le Dutch angle. All right, so that's what we're going to replicate here. ZBrush, but the rest, retopo, unwrapping, etc. on Blender. Dutch angle. Oh, why do they call it Dutch angle? Dutch angle, why? The Dutch angle gives the viewer an uneasy feeling like something isn't quite right or something is ominous or looming just ahead. This type of camera shot can create a feeling of disorientation, madness, and imbalance. Dutch angles enhance tension, generate fear, and exuberate unsteadiness. Hold on, a little detour. Dutch is the context that does not mean that the technique is of Dutch origin, but rather that it's a non-traditional or non-aligned. The use of Dutch as a perspective adjective in English was a result of the Anglo-Dutch War of the 17th century. As a result, the expression such as Dutch wife, a sex doll, Dutch courage, boldness while drinking, or double Dutch, which is gibberish, Dutch agreement, a drunken agreement, Dutch leave, which is defecting, and going Dutch, which is paying for oneself. Several languages have calqued the term for English, such as the Spanish plano holandés. Okay. And it's also occasionally known as the German angle due to its popularity in the silent era German films. That's fun facts, guys. For everybody out there, I hope you enjoyed that. I like reading Wikipedia articles. But that's why there's a lot of Dutch stuff. Going Dutch, Dutch angle, the Dutch war, Dutch life. My sweet Dutch life. Okay. Fun facts. All right, so let's see if we can replicate this angle. I think would zooming in work? Let's see. We're going to do like a super long lens. Let's zoom it up. Let's do 300 because I like even numbers. Also, there's something weird here. Hold on. Oh, maybe not. Why is this yellow? I have like this yellow border. It's not selected. Now it's orange, but I have like these yellow sides. Is that something? Is that something new here? It's kind of weird. Okay, we'll just... Hopefully that's not affecting anything. Alright, let's find this guy. Let's move back and let's keep zooming in. Let's see. Where can we find this shot before we Dutch it? Also, I am from Greece and I am a monkey too. Yes, Greece monkey. I like it. You're the true definition of Grease monkey. What you been up to recently, Grease monkey? Oh man, I've been up to a lot of like normal work, thusly why I haven't made the tutorials and stuff like that. Been working on my drawing skills because I plan to transition all those drawing skills into grease pencil art and grease pencil tutorials and grease pencil work, and really live up to my Grease monkey name. Which, you know, Grease monkey can also be like somebody who like fiddles with stuff, right? Like somebody who works on cars. But it doesn't matter. Been working on drawing. I want to draw characters within scenes. I already got like 3D and scenes in place, so that's why I've been learning how to do characters. And then been figuring out what to do with my channel. I'm almost at 4K subscribers, which is pretty neat. So I'm just trying to figure out, now that this channel is becoming a little bit more serious for me, the direction my life is taking. And figuring out what I can do here. Also, maybe I have to be closer. Hold on. Great, sounds good, matey. 4K, nearly, nice. It's going up fast. It is. And I just gotta, and the unfortunate part about this YouTube treadmill, right, is I just gotta keep posting. I gotta keep posting. Like, my goal is to have, you know, this is being nice to myself. I would like to have a video every 2 weeks, like a tutorial of some sort, which I'm working on. And then 2 streams a week, right? So Tuesday, Thursdays, I'm gonna switch my stream times to, or stream days. I don't know the times yet. Tuesday, Thursday. So 2 streams a week, which is what? 8 streams a month, and then 2 videos a month, which each takes 2 weeks, so I can make some like higher quality tutorials. I like to get some like good quality stuff that has some like good thought, some effort put into it. A lot of my videos, I just throw them together, which is like how I get my stuff out, but I like to go into some deeper topics that take more time to like explain sometimes. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. How about you, Spitfire? How tis the Spitfire life? All right, so a long lens is not what I Well, that's not how I'm gonna achieve this look. We may have to cheat this look, which I love to do. How about a super wide lens? 18 millimeters. Maybe like that? I mean... Let me do one thing. Let me put the focus on the character. No, what I really want to do is parent these cameras together. So I'm going to parent the main camera to the first camera. So set parent 2. Now this camera's going to follow. Right? And now I can mess around a little better with all these parenting. There it is. I'm also going to bring it up here. There it is. Bring it up here. There it is. Okay. Alright, so now we're parented. Let's see if we can get even. This looks a little weird. And let's put the focus also on main character. So let's go to camera. And right now this is... I always want to be ambitious and do like more than one shot in these streams in like an hour or two. But there's a lot of like things to factor in sometimes. What was I doing? So depth of field, focus on object. Oh no, this is the depth of field. It's a constraint. We're gonna go to constraint. We'll do damp track, and then we'll put in the word CHR, which is the character location, and we will do -Z. There it is. Spitfire is busy at the moment. Due to directing something on axis. Ooh, nice. Animation just wrapped up. So it's all I really can comping from here on here. I'm sorry I can't read this. My brain's like fogging up. Looking good so far. I have I have a set of revisions for the side projects aiming to be done on that by around May. Also, boarding Ona. Thing 4. What is Ona? Is Ona a thing that I should know? Ona. Is it a cartoon? Anime. Sorry, typing sucks. I understand. I am not... I don't when I write text to people, I don't even reread it sometimes. I just send it. I'm like, I hope I did it. On A. Working on A. Also on A. Okay. I get it now. Nice. Busy. As expected though, for you, right? You're killing it out there. Alright, let me check a few things for this camera. This camera is at 209 at the moment. I'm gonna just copy the same thing on my main camera here. 209. So I'm technically aligned with the camera right now. I'm gonna hit 90 on my main camera. Oh, it doesn't matter what this is on since it's... This can be 0. Oh, that's how we'll change the Dutch angle, right? We'll put that as 0. Mess with that. Let's see what this looks like. There we go. And we'll go through that. Okay, so there's something I want to do here. I want to be able to see through. I want to do the shot where you can see through it. So let me figure out how to do that. You see Batman. I also got Elden Ring, which is good. I have not seen Batman. It's on the list. We were about to buy tickets for it, and then we didn't realize it was 3 hours, so we like rearranged the day, and then we haven't gone to it. but I heard it was good. Unless you didn't like it. Tell me if you didn't like it. And Elden Ring, which, man, I wish I could dive into that game because, like, I have so much games on my backlog that I feel bad buying yet another game. Another game that I just had add to the list. All my other backlog games are like, but what about us, sir? You paid full price, $60. Download content for us. And now Elden Ring comes along. All right, let's get close here. All right, this may work. I'm gonna move down a bit. Let's see what this looks like. All right. I liked it a fair bit. Long lens would be good at this shot. All right, cool. We're at 182. Let's do extreme and then we can crank it back. We'll do 300. And let's bring this guy. What's unfortunate is, man, right now it's following this empty. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh shoot, what did I do? Oh. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do Shift S, cursor to selected. I'm going to make a new empty. And I'm going to parent this empty. Let me call it something like main cam focus. Main campo. We'll put it under helicopter. We will also parent it under the cam, so we can control the focus there. And then we're going to change our main camera here. Under the constraint, we'll put main cam focus. There it is. Nothing changed, but I should be able to now place this in a better spot here. I'm going to make it smaller. It's annoying to look at. So maybe like around here, around the chest area. Like that. Okay, now let's see what this looks like. Oh, so I'm going to stop animating our character here. We'll hit clear keyframes. All right, now we're good. Long lens shot, you might need more lead in coverage. Oh yes, I agree. I think I need more lead in. I guess I'm doing the fun part right now before I start figuring that out. But no, definitely more lead in, because I could definitely, should I like zoom in, do you think? Like if I was like, let's see what that looks like. We'll go super wide, which looks ridiculous over here on the left side. Oh my god. That looks insane. Anyway, let's go. All right, let's see what this looks like pushing in with the lens. All right, so we will hit I on here. Let's have some fun, right? This is what we're doing here. And maybe we'll push in like 250. Let's see. Okay, maybe not like that. Maybe we should push, we should already be a little closer. Maybe like around 150? Maybe 100. And then we'll stretch out this and then see what that looks like. It's going slow and I hate it. I hate it because it's not telling me the right time. I'm going to put this in wireframe for now. Let's see if that helps. There we go. You know, right now in this scene, you know, she'll be doing a bunch of cool flips. All right, so we're going in. Boom. All right, yeah, so we'll push in. Woo, bam. you know, breaks through, and we know that she's coming in from the last shot, right? Okay, now let's. Why was it going so slow? It's because I have 3 panels open. I had this being rendered in real time, or being the full render. I have the solid render, and then I had a regular render, right? So it has to do these 3 shots, and since I'm using 3 different angles, it's like literally making every frame it's processing 3 different shots for me, right? So it could show me all the shots. So that's why it's. Let's see how fast it goes. It goes like 10 frames a second. So unfortunately, even with my computer with the 2080 or whatever, which is not bad. I wish I had a 3090, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll buy one eventually. So yeah, it's because it's rendering 3 different frames at the same time. So if you put these on wireframe and then all I have is this one, let's see if it goes real time in under rendered. Oh, it doesn't even do it rendered on one scene. I think it's just it being rendered because like I have a lot going on here. I have like all this parenting going on. Also, I have the fog going on. Let's see if I took off the fog, if that would help. Oh wait, the fog's not even being processed because it's not being rent. Okay, it's literally the fog, right? Look at that. And I touch the fog. Okay, wait. Now I'm confused. Now it's going like. Now it's going fine. Did it cache it? Okay, never mind. What if we rendered? Hold on. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I was doing it wrong. I wasn't solid. Let's do it regular. All right, we're at 12 frames a second with fog, and then we take off the fog, and we're at still 12 frames a second. So the fog's not adding much. I guess it's just like there's a lot going on in my scene. Let's see how big our scene is. I usually see it in the bottom right. Let me turn that on. I think it's under interface? Menus? My CUDA cores are good. I should check the settings more often. I'm usually pretty good if I got Python tooltips. Status bar. Here it is. Scene statistics, system info, video info. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's not taking a lot. It's taking 1 gig out of my 11 gigs of visual memory. It's only 331 megabytes. Honestly, not that many faces. 375,000. I am on 3.1 right now. This was actually being on 3.1 actually caused me some issues in the beginning because I don't have my screencast keys doesn't work on it. Yeah, it's not the GPU. It's something else. Like I said, there is a lot going on. I have a lot of parenting. It's a big scene. I'm actually curious. Let's see if I put the clipping down. Now you got me on an optimization thought process, which is good. Let me put it down to 100, right? Oops. Let me put this down. The clipping down to like something stupid small, like 100, right? So you can't even see the world. Nope, that's not it either. It's the viewport struggling, maybe with other stuff, like when you have lots of modifiers. Yeah, I agree. It's something like that, but it sucks that I can't figure it out. Let me do one last check. Let me take off something here. The imported map. How about that? 11 frames. What if I took off everything? What if there's nothing in the scene? Oh, 30 frames a second now that there's nothing on the scene, huh? All right, so then if I just put it in the character in the scene, right? All right, goes nice and slow. And if I turn off the helicopter, 11 frames a second. Is it literally just the character? We take off the ground. We'll take off the beta surface. What is this? Oh, that's the character. I think it's literally this character animating that's causing my slowdown. There's something happening here though. Anyway, let me go back. Let me focus up. Let me All right. There we go. There we go. We got our scene here. We'll do a solid. We'll do solid since we figured out none of that is doing it. Okay. So the scene's pretty cool. We zoom up. Boom, boom. Zoom, boom. Okay. So now we can make it Dutch. So we'll get this camera, which is right here. We'll go in and we'll rotate it. Like this, right? And just for aesthetic reasons, this won't be in the main thing, obviously. I'm going to rotate this. Just so we have a nice looking shot here. Okay. Okay, now we're moving. Let me take off all the overlay stuff. There it is. Bit too much Dutch. All right, let's undutch it. Maybe like that. Huh? 25 degrees. There it is. All right. So there's one thing I want to figure out. Not figure out. One thing I want to try. Just because I have the idea. We can play around here. Got my dope sheet. I want to see if who does this? Who directed Star Trek, like the newer movies? Damn it. Anyway, he does this thing in Star Trek where like he does like these fast zooms. He also directed one of the Star Wars, right? What am I thinking of? I keep wanting to say James Cameron. And I was just curious if I went. Also, what is floating up here? J.J. Abrams, yes. He does a thing where like he's doing scenes. What is that? Oh, that's the helicopter. Let me make that invisible. There we go. Okay. So yeah, J.J. Abrams does this thing in his like space combat where he'll have a shot and then he'll zoom in. He'll have some camera shake. We're not gonna do that right now, but he'll put it in, right, and he'll do it in the middle, right? He'll be like, boom, boom. Maybe not. I don't like it. Let's bring it back. Okay. Alright, I'm saving real quick. Hopefully that doesn't destroy my stream here. We'll take off the overlays. There we go. Ooh, boom. Which is pretty cool. There could be like some stuff happening here. Let's see if we can make it slightly more interesting by just slightly moving our main camera focus here. Let's bring back our overlays. So what I'm gonna do is, and I'm just curious if this will be cool. So I'm gonna start it here. And we're gonna go in. Also, we should be in the correct framing here. Hit I. Just playing around. Nope. Nope, that's not working for me either. Let's put the interpolation to linear. Alright, let's... Okay. The character should be like in the top left section, right? Do you think that'll be best? Like about this, about there? Or is that too close? Should it be centered? Let's see. Also, there's one thing I want to fix here, which is... Oh no, we're doing it right. Never mind. Bam. You should let the character lead the action first and then the camera catch up. Okay, let's do that. Ferd even gave me that advice last stream. You guys know some stuff. Because it's right. It's correct. So let the character lead. So would it be like bottom right and then eventually get into the bottom left? Like, let's see if we can do something here. Oh, wrong spot. Alright, and we can move this further up. Alright, let's move these keyframes further. Alright, so yeah, so we have the character a little bit bottom right, and then by the time it gets to that scene, boom. Okay, so what comes after this? Hold on. Oh, we cut back to... it goes through, boom, and then we cut back to them falling through the building. And then maybe have a shot where it's like parallel, right? That's what you have here. And then we're like falling like a cool like side fall, like we can see through the building and through the glass or something like that. I think that's what you're saying here. Or like seeing all the layers and floors. Boom, 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 boom. Doing some flips, all that stuff. Okay. Okay, then I think for maybe this purpose, the purpose of this stream and blocking this out, this is pretty close to the shot, right? Boom. And then we cut to the other shot. And then by this point, we're cutting through. Yeah, we can't see anymore. So at that point, they phase through. And then we cut back to the shot of going through the floors, which is cool. And then maybe a side shot, right? I think that's it. So for the purpose of this, I think we're good. We're gonna name this side or enter building, just so we can see what's happening here. We'll hit save. Good stuff. Good stuff. Drinking some good old coffee here. All right. Let's see what it looks like in our main editing thing here. We're going to link it. Link the fifth side falling. We'll do the entire scene for now. And then we'll hit Shift A. We'll do scene. We'll do enter side building. We'll color it something different. We'll make this the right size. All right. Ooh. Alright, we're playing it through here. I think it feels weird, but let's see. I think there's way too much. Do I have too much? Am I starting at the wrong spot? Let's see if we... Instead we cut it faster? Is that it? It looks like barely any time to process that. Should the shot just continue so we can like we see through it? So like the point gets across, right? So it's like helicopter comes, boom, flying, da da da, ba da ba, ba da ba. They fall through. Like for the sake of this, I'm gonna make it so the scene is see-through. So let's go back to our following scene here. And let's make only part of this building see-through. Oh my goodness, what am I doing here? There we go. Alright, let's get this building. Let's go to not face mode, but what is happening here? Hold on, I got an interesting issue here. I'm trying to cut this building. this main building, and I want to cut lines in it. I usually hit Shift R. Looks like I can only cut the lines, not like, or the edges and not the faces. I'm on face mode. What is happening? Let me see. Oh, are all these separate? Oh my god. Alright, so I'm going to do some separation here. I'm going to select the faces. And I'm going to hit, is it V? No. Is it Y? Alright, they're still connected. There it is. I separated it. Alright, hollow on both ends. Now I should be able to hit R? No. Interesting. I'm going to separate this selection. Figure out what the heck is going on here. We'll call this building sides. We'll go to the faces. I'm going to select them all. I'm going to do an M, and by distance, 0 vertices. Alright, so these are all faces that are connected. But they're not cutting like they're connected. I'm doing something wrong here, right? What is this? Let's do it this way. How about we subdivide? Are these like n-gons? What is happening? Even subdivide's not working. This is an interesting dilemma I got here. So let's... Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase everything. And make some new faces here. Something's happening in that whole thing right there. So we made it again. So there we go. That is made. Now we should be able to cut the sides. Thank you. Jeez. What the heck was happening? Alright, we're going to cut it 40 times. We got these squares going, which is cool. And what I'm going to do is a couple things here. I'm going to make, and this is just for visual, to visually see it in our edit. I'm going to make 2 vertex groups. I'm going to call this lines. I'm going to call this one mask. For these first 2 blocks here, I'm going to select these guys, hit Alt I, and I'm gonna hit this as mask. So I'm gonna hit assign to that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select these. I'm gonna make a wireframe out of these. So I'm gonna select them all, or select the first line at the top, and then select the second line. I think there's a special trick here. Let's see. Select similar trait. Is that what it is? Oh my god. I want to select all these lines basically, and I know there's a shortcut for it. I think it's edge rings. There it is. Cool. And if I did a checker deselect, would that work the way I wanted it to? It does not. checker deselect. Alright, that's fine. And we're going to get these lines, and I'm going to assign these lines to it there. Make sure this is selected. There you go. Now when oh my god. Alright, guys. Alright, edge rings. Assign it to lines. Oh my god. I'm pressing all the wrong things. Assign. I click it a bunch of times. I always click this select so many times. Deselect, reselect. Why doesn't it do it? I'm having such a weird, just having a hard time here with Blender. First, I couldn't cut my geometry. Now this vertex group assign is not working. I'm going to select all and hit remove. Now when I hit deselect, it doesn't select anything. Great. Now I'm going to select the line, hit select, select loops, edge rings. That's what I want. Hit assign. Deselect, reselect, and it chooses my whole thing. That's not what I want. I just want to select these lines. I just want the vertex groups to be these, not like all the faces. Alright, let me do something here. I'm going to deselect every middle one. And see if this helps me. This is very common with the frustration of using these complicated softwares. Okay. I'm in here. I hit assign. Deselect, reselect. Assign. Deselect, reselect. There it is. This one worked. Okay. Alright. Deselect, reselect. Okay. This one's called lines. We're going to use that in the wireframe modifier. And this group is mask. And if we select this one, it selects all of them. But can we just remove the bottom two? There we go. I'm going to hit Control I over this, Control I. And then I'm going to hit remove. So when I hit deselect, and I hit select, cool. So that first chunk stays on. I'm going to mask the rest. Okay. Now, what a process, guys. Go to modifier. I'm going to hit mask, and I'm going to put the mask one. I'm going to hit reverse it here. We keep that first chunk. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wireframe and put lines on the vertex group. Lines. Should I do this one first? Alright, let's do this a better way. Sorry guys, this is the troubleshooting of this. This is the troubleshooting. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to solo this. So I see the building. Kelly Johnson. What's up, Grease Monkey, Toon Shading Master of Blender. That's so Always so kind of you. Thank you for the $2, Kelly. I appreciate you as always. And Toon Shading Master, very generous. But I appreciate the compliment. Hope everything is going well with you, Kelly. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. What was I going to do? I was going to invert this. So let's do this. I'm going to select these faces. So I know what we're doing here. I'm going to solo this. Alright, these are the faces we're doing. And I'm going to select all these faces. Let's select them down. Holding Alt. Nope. Holding Alt Shift. Nope. Control Alt Shift. Nope. It'll be Alt Shift. There you go. We're going to select all these faces here. And we're going to invert the normals. So we'll hit, is it Alt N? Normals are flipped. Good. And in the materials, we will do backface culling. So I should be able to see the inside of the thing here, right? No shadow. And keep it moving. Let's unsolo this. I'm just problem after problem, guys. Is what I'm going through right now. Nothing's acting the way that I think it should. So if I go here and I check my normals, yeah, my normals are inside. Right, there it is. So everything's correct there on the normal side. But my oop, hit the microphone there. But I should be able to see in there. Is there an option for backface culling to be off? Is it in here somewhere? Relationship. Face orientation. This is a neat feature. See which way faces are facing. Wireframe for all. That's a good one too. Okay. Anyway, things are still not acting the way. Is it because I'm not using nodes? Object. Use nodes. Does it only happen in rendered mode? It only happens in rendered mode. I thought is there any backface culling in solid mode? Cause that's pretty lame. All right, so let's just keep trucking. Oh wait, now it's working? What is happening with Blender, bro? I swear I'm not doing this wrong. I swear. I swear, guys, I know what I'm doing. I swear. Now it works for some reason. It's so weird. Okay, let's keep going. We can't see the inside. We see right through it, obviously. So what I need to do is go to edit mode and select the opposite. I'll do Control I. And I will flip these normals, which is Alt N, flip. There we go. Now we're looking at the inside of the building, which is what we originally wanted. So now when we go through here, you know, we can see that we go through the building. Yeah, and I have that because, like I said, it's for a visual, for me to be able to see what the heck is going on in there. All right, let's keep going here. I'm going to duplicate these sides. I'm going to add a modifier, put the wireframe. Evelyn, good to see you as always. Hopefully you're doing well. Do some wireframe here. We'll just do it on these lines. Alright, wireframe. Put the vertex group lines. Alright, now we can see some like lines moving through. Kind of like flashes on screen, right? Boom, 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 boom. Looks kind of interesting. Once again, it's just for the visual for the when I'm looking at it on the outside there. So let me get this wireframe. And figure out Alright, let me take off backface culling on this one. Alt I. I'm going to delete all these lines. So I'm just left with these lines. So then when I go back to wireframe, this will look good. Man, I am so confused on what's happening here. So this wireframe, let me solo it. These wireframes here, when I put the wireframe modifier, it should just work, right? Wireframe. It only puts it at the bottom. What is happening here? Oh my god, roadblock after roadblock. This is not doing the stream is cursed. Are these lines just not connected? Nope, they are. They're all connected. Oh, it looks like there's double the lines. Is that the issue? Let's select it all. We'll do control. We'll do M. There it is. Oh, that's interesting. Make some weird shapes there. Alright, we're gonna save in a bunch of Alright, this is what we're gonna do. Select the top line. Select the top line. Hit Control I. Erase all those edges. We'll get this line. We'll add in a wire modifier. And figure out. Why doesn't this work? I just don't get it. Why does my wireframe modifier not work? Does it work now? Okay, now it works. Alright, we're going to do this yet a different way. This was supposed to be a simple task, guys. I'm going to right click. I'm going to convert this. It's not simple at all. I'm going to convert this to a curve. So we're doing good here. And then we're going to add some thickness to this. There we go. Then we're going to add an array modifier. There we go. We're going to make it on the Z. Negative Z. We're going to add in a bunch. All the way to the ground floor. Which would be about, I don't know, 40. Doesn't matter. We're going to stretch them out. We're going to look back at the camera. Nope. We're going to unsolo this. We're going to bring back our original building. There's our lines. Okay, we'll go back to solid mode so we could see this. There's our lines. Okay, we're doing good. We'll go to this material. We'll go to building. Put backface culling. Yes. Those will look great in parallax. Yes. Exactly. I've been spending like the last 15-20 minutes running into issue after issue trying to create these GD lines. I got it now. These are a little bit more customizable. There we go. So then now when they go through, we do that zoom in and then we're like boom, 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 boom. Right? Let's see what it looks like. Can we even see it in solid view? Okay. It sucks that in solid view I don't have it doesn't have backface culling. Like, what is that? Is it just me? Backface culling should be on. Maybe it's here. Let's see. There it is. There it is. Jesus. So under solid view I was not getting my backface culling. It was only happening in rendered view. It's in this overlay, backface culling. There we go. Now we could see through the freaking. We could see through it. Now we can go at regular speeds. Boom, 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 boom. It's a little fast, right? So let's see if we can extend these under the modifier. Maybe make them longer, right? Okay, this is feeling a little better to what I wanted. Also, I have to do backface culling on here too. So let's turn that on. There it is. Make the header go away. There it is. There we go. Finally, man, that was like much more of a headache than it needed to be, right? Okay, so that's going. Boom, 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 boom. Sound effects are necessary when you do this, guys. So it goes in, bam, 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 and then that'll indicate, we're going through. I'll be drawing stuff for all these types of frames, but we're blocking out. I shouldn't think that far ahead. We're blocking this out. That's what we're doing. All right, now let's go back to our edit file that we're using to edit. Now let's look at it. It should have updated here. It has not, right? That's what I need to do. What is this? QE falling side. Reload. So reload. And what was it here? Refresh. There it is. And refresh. Oh, but my backface culling doesn't transfer over here? Is that what's happening? Yo, this stream I am finding so many things happening. So is it because I should go into my layout, go here, and then turn that on? Let's see. It's definitely not that. So what I'm going to have to do here, since this is so interesting. So working this way with the video editor is kind of a headache. It becomes a headache because not all the settings can transfer over into this viewport. Like, I can't use the backface culling trick that I'm using on my main scene because it's not updating here. Let me make sure. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to reopen this just to make sure. Yeah, it's reopened, reloaded, refreshed. Backface culling not activated. It's not here either. Nope. Safe areas, blah, blah, blah. Preview, view, toolbar. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So let's figure out a solution. And I already know the solution. It's just to erase those GD faces. So let's go and open that off. And we'll save. Looks like VCE has soon improvements coming with EV rewrite. Good. I'm like, the working this way has been fine, but this stream, man, I've been finding quite a few things. So hopefully, it does fix all that. So let me do this. Let me go to our main building. We have our lines. That's great. We can adjust those as needed. So in this building, I'm going to solo it. And I'm going to go into the mode here. Ash at the preview of the storyboard thing has the thing as it's all running smooth. Good, 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 good. It's gonna be much more viable. Like, I can see the workflow. I'm doing the workflow, you know, where it can work. But yeah, I'm glad that they're making improvements on it. I don't necessarily need to edit like videos in Blender. I just need to be able to do this type of work where I can have one file that's like my editing file for animatics, not for like a final product. If I'm ever editing, it's gonna be just in an editor, but that's just me. Let's do some backface culling here. Okay. Alright, let me select these guys, which are all the faces I need. And for this sake, I'm going to maybe do those. I'm going to erase the faces here. There. So now we just have this side of the building. I'm going to recalculate these guys. So Control I. Oop. So let me select these guys. Let me make sure that these normals are correct. What is it? Alt N, flip. Good, good, good. Now when we turn backface culling back on, it'll be good. This is gonna work the way that I want it to. So we'll hit save. We'll undo this. So then when we break through that, it does go through some of it. We go vroom, and then we're going through the buildings, following through, and it kind of stops. Now we save. Now we go back to our editing scene. What is this? 0, 0. Now we hit reload and we hit refresh. And now we got the scene that we're looking for. Alright, so we're playing it from the beginning. Let's see where we're at here. We're going. View comes in. Look down. It's not going at the right frame rate here, unfortunately. Follow through. There we go. Good stuff. This shouldn't be playing while it goes. Okay. We'll hit there. Going in. Yeah. Okay, one more time. Flies through. Plane comes in, or helicopter comes in. Goes. I'm missing a scene where she touches her chest, but she goes. This is the part where she looks down. Boom. She looks down. We have the shot. She touches her chest. She does the fall. Going in. We move from the helicopter. We're flying through. We cut to. And we break through. Boom, 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 boom. It's going. She's breaking through all the floors. Well, not breaking, but phasing through all the floors. And this is where we'll cut between her falling through the floors. And maybe like that wide shot, right, where she's falling through. So, working well. I'm go off to bed. Catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out, Spitfire. Have a good night. Take care. I appreciate you. Oh, man. All right. 1 second, guys. All right. I am back. I gotta set something up here. All right, let me know if my microphone's still good. Anybody out there? But still a little setting change on my microphone. Want to make sure it's not bad. Okay. Oh, gotta change one more thing. Okay. Where were we? Okay. Let's play this one more time. Or hit save. Camera flies through. Boom. Camera comes in. Boom. Maybe this shot should be a little shorter. Yeah, probably a little shorter. So it comes in. Boom. Maybe about here. Alright, let's play it again. Boom. Helicopter. Flying. Bam. Camera goes in. Boom. Oh, I should just... Hold on. I shouldn't have done that. Because this has this second shot here. Boom. Comes in. Jumps. Goes down. Boom. All right. So comes in. Boom. All right. This is cool. Let's see how long it should be. Bah, flies in. Goes through the floor. Probably about there. So we're going to cut this short right about here until we cut to the next scene. All right. This is okay, so I'm going to work on the next one. I think we can fit it in now where we're above and the floors are coming through there. So we're going to make that now, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate that file. So we have number 5. You know, copy paste it. We're going to name it something else. 06 QE. And we're going to say overhead. Overhead falling. And then we're going to open that one up. Overhead falling. Oh, it says copy. We're going to rename that. Can we rename it here? We can. Rename it. There we go. Overhead falling. All right. Let's open this up. Open. Okay, we're good. All right, so the way that I'm going to do this overhead shot is I'm glad I didn't erase this camera because now I'm going to erase the camera that I'm in currently. Did I erase it? There it is. I'm going to erase it currently. There it is. And I'm going to go to the only camera. What? All right. That's fine. There it is. We got the overhead camera. And we're going to do this shot here. But we're already in the building. So I'm going to now adjust this. So we're already in the building. We're going through. And instead of the camera flying through, we're going to have the building come up. It'll just be easier for me to animate the movement in like grease pencil if I'm not moving the grease pencil object and it's just the building moving upwards. All right. All right. Anybody out there? Let me know. I am doing it. Here we go. So we're gonna move the character into a nice scene that we're gonna move here. We're gonna go to character. We're gonna hit G, and we're gonna rotate. We're also going to make sure that nothing's there. We're gonna rotate the character like this. There we go. Boom. And there's a couple things I want to build out here. Since we're already in, we're going to stop the camera right when we're in here. Actually, we're going to start right at the top, and we're going to erase the keyframes that move the camera. So let's delete keyframes, all keyframes, clear keyframes. There it is. So now nothing is happening. We definitely have this little null here, main camera focus. We'll erase that as well. And we'll keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. So here we go. Boom. All right. We got our shot here on the left side, looking quite dandy. And the character's so tiny, right here. Just floating here. Like that. So what we're gonna do is we're going to erase a lot of this stuff. Since we're in the building already, we probably don't even need the stuff outside of the building. So I'm gonna erase. No, I'm not gonna erase. I'm just gonna erase. I'm gonna disable it. So let me disable the city. Disable the ground. And for this main building, I'm gonna choose the wireframe and take off the array. Oh no, we'll keep on the array. I'm gonna erase or disable the rest of this stuff. So disabling this and all these cubes. Okay, that's all disabled. We're also gonna disable the look here. All right. All right. So now we have the what's left over here. I'm also gonna disable the building as well, right? Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build out every floor. So let me do that. So I'm gonna right click and do take off the array. We're gonna convert to mesh, but we're gonna take off the depth. So it's just a line. Now we're gonna convert to a mesh. Now when we're in edit mode, we select it all. We hit E. I guess E doesn't work. There it is. And we're gonna make all the floors. There it is. There's some wonkiness with the normal, so I'm gonna hit recalculate outside after pressing Control or Alt N, I mean. All right, and I'm going to make a floor out of this, right? So I think there's an add-on called Loop Tools. So I'm gonna hit right click. I think I already have it activated. Do I have it activated? Okay, maybe I don't need Loop Tools. Is there a grid fill? There's a grid fill, right? Grid fill, and it filled it with a grid, which is pretty good. So there it is, looking cool. What's cool is you can change the options for the grid fill. So look at that, looks fun. Make it side. See what the best looking one is. I think the one I had originally 8. There we go. We got our grid fill. And we're going to do the same here. Which is grid fill right there. Here we go. There we go. We got our a nice floor that we're going to be going through. We're going to put back the array. We'll do it on the Z-axis right there, and we will bring it down right here. We'll make a bunch. And we're going to animate the building because we're already in it, right? All right, so we can't really tell what's happening because everything's the same color. So what I'm going to do is, I think these lights don't have shadow. They do have shadow. They all have shadow. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I want to differentiate every floor so we can see what's happening here. So let me just do something here. I'm going to hit the face. I'm going to select one face and do select. Select similar, which is Shift G. So Shift G, and we'll do normal. It'll select all the top one. I'm going to do a checker deselect. So select, checker deselect. I'm going to hit E. No, let's do this. Let's make a put the cursor in the middle. Let's add in, while in edit mode, a block. And let's try and set it around so we can see it. Same thing here, and we'll just put blocks everywhere. Different lengths. So scale them up. There we go. Also, can I change the color here? Let me go to our solid. We will go to random color. And we're going to make sure all these are separate objects. Control P, select separate object. I'm going to make sure that's also on this solid as well. So random. Just to be able to see it right now before I start getting into some nitty-gritty here. There we go. Okay. We're making it. We're making it. All right. All right, let's center the origin here. Origin to volume. There it is. So then I can flatten these out. We're just going to be making this top floor here. All right. Let's change the angle of the lights. Look at all these beautiful matte caps. All right, figuring out how to best differentiate these floors here. So I'm going through matte caps, which are fine. There's flat shading. Don't need to do that. All right. All right. All right. Right now we have one floor that we're going through. And what we'll do is we'll add in a new material for this thing. Let's just do floor. And the matte cap we use is something that has some shading there. Okay. All right. And then for these lights, maybe the lights are too bright. Let's put the world light down. All right. There we go. Working through the tedious stuff here. Alright, what we're going to do here is this is all one floor, which is good. we're gonna add some different materials for these objects. So this object here, we'll add in a second material. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna do, you know, roads primary. Assign that. I'm gonna select this one. We'll do, oops. We'll make a new material. Assign it. And we'll do blue. We'll do the same thing here. Select new material. We'll do this pink one. Nope. There it is, pink one. And then we'll do the last one here. We'll do water. All right. There we go. We got some differing blocks here. We're gonna add in some more blocks. And we're, like I said, I'm just doing this so we can see what the heck is happening when this is going through. There we go. I'm gonna put this whole object in a collection called floors. All right, so that's good. We're gonna put an array on this. We'll do it on the z-axis. Negative. We'll add in a bunch of floors here. All right, good stuff. We'll hit save. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to have constant offsets. Because there's usually like a rotate, right? Do I have to do that with the object? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an empty. It's going to be in this floors one. We'll make an empty here. Plain access. We'll make it kind of, nope, we'll make it normal size. For the relative offset, we'll actually just do relative offset and we'll do object offset. And we'll put in, where'd I put it? All right, we'll make another empty. Oh, that's where they're being made. We'll move this into floors. There it is. We'll call this floor offset. Because in the array, we're going to use the this empty as the offset. So here's the array. We'll do object offset. And we'll type it in floor offset. We'll make sure that our floor is good. All right, nothing happened obviously, but we need to add in, well, I don't know why this keyframe is there. I don't have auto keyframe on, do I? All right, let's see. We don't. Okay. Let's add in a bunch. All right, so this needs to be scaled. So hit Shift A, scale. So that's good. Same thing with this, scale. All right. Now, object offset. It is rotating across. Oh my God. Look at this. What is happening? I'm gonna look at it from the top here. Figure out what is happening. Huh. We're going to also set the rotation there, so that's good. Alright, so now it's longer rotating. And we'll hit the location of this as well. There. Okay. Are we doing good here? Let's see. Oh, so annoying. Alright, there it is. Okay, we'll rotate this. Oh my god, it's moving everywhere. Alright, for this particular scene, I'm going to try and bring this all into the origin so this makes more sense. Alright, so let's start this over. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select these faces here. So go to face mode, select the faces. I'm going to hit Shift S. Cursor to selected. Set origin to 3D cursor. I'm going to hit Alt G. That comes all the way back over here. Great. So then I'm also going to bring our character over there. And the way we do that is we're going to get there's a character here somewhere. Here it is. And we're going to zero this in. And I think I see them now. Alright, I'm going to hit the camera, set it so it's right on top. There's something funky with the cylinder here. I'm going to select the whole cylinder. And we're gonna make it again. So I'm just gonna make a cylinder there. Radius, we'll make it huge. There it is. We will take down the vertices. How many was it? 8? It had 8 faces, right? What is it? 360 divided by 8. I think that's the 360 divided by 8. Divided by 2. There it is. Okay. We're getting closer here. Get our character. Wherever our character is. Get our character, we'll do selection to cursor. There they are. We'll bring them up to the camera. Where are they? Oh my god, they're like underneath. Let's zero this out. See where they are now. Alright. Quite the process here, guys. Cursor to selected. This is some nitty gritty stuff. Riveting. Selection to cursor. There they are. Now we can start angling this correctly. There it is. We'll go back to our camera view. Rotate it. What do we zero all this? 0. Okay, so we'll do straight up 90 degrees. No, 180. There they go. For our camera, we'll make sure that we're zeroed on the X and the Y. Alright, everything seems to be going okay. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unparent. Yo, setting up the scene is such a hassle. Okay, so I'm gonna unparent the armature. We're gonna keep transformations. There it is. We're gonna erase that. We got our main camera here. We'll call it main camera. Beautiful. So that's there. We can erase the helicopter. That no longer needs to exist. Let's tidy up here. Erasing the helicopter. Boom. We got the armature. Boom. This is our character. Excuse me, looking pretty good. Okay. Our character is completely center now. Cursor to selected. I'm going to make it empty again. And this is what's going to control the character. Char control. And we're going to parent this to the empty. Make sure that the empty is the light color, the yellow. Control P, keep transformations. There it is. And now when I rotate this, this becomes easier. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting closer. We will bring them down a little further away from the camera. Maybe something like this. Boom. Okay. We're set up here. We'll get this floor. Alright, cool. There's a couple things I want to do to add some variety here. I'm going to select these blocks. Shift D to duplicate. Hit S. Shrink them down here. Rotate them. Just so we can see some stuff here. There we go. Cool. I think we're getting closer here. We're going to add in the array. And we'll put it on object offset. And we'll do floor offset. Great. Now we'll do the floor offset. We'll bring it down here. And then we'll rotate this. The floor offset. We'll rotate it on the Z. Which will be, what is it? 45 divided by 2. Whatever that number is, 22.5. Is it? Hold on. No, just 45 degrees. Great. So now every floor has like the floor shifted, the box shifted and stuff. We'll add in the arrays. Let's see. There we go. We're moving. We're grooving. All right, let's add in some more floors. And now let's get this main floor. And we can animate it. Oh, we can't animate it going up. Can I make it? Should the floor be parented to, or no, let's see. Now can we animate it? Okay, great. There it is. We get the floor. Now we can start doing some animating here, right? So we can start at 1, hit the location, hit I, move it, and we will bring it up. We hit save, we hit I again. Alright. Now I need to start fine-tuning this so we could see floors. Let's see. We'll hit I here. We'll make sure that this is linear. And then we grab these at the end here. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. So first what I need to do is the starting point. The starting point should be more like here. Also, should it be smaller? Yeah, maybe smaller would be fine. We hit Shift A, we hit scale. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. I wonder if I made walls, right? So let's select the outside. We'll go to lines. But we select the face and obviously make it invisible. Does that make it better? Let's see. So this may need to be a wide lens, and that's my issue here. So let's go to the camera. Oh, it is a wide lens. Alright, let's make it wider. And let's get closer. Oh, this is as close as we can get, huh? Let's select the line here. Let's lower it. Let's bring this closer so we're like in the floor right there. We'll hit I. Alright, so right when we pass through, maybe we need to bring up the floor. Maybe right there. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So this is good stuff. Except what I want is probably to bring this all the way through. So let's bring it up to like 500. Hit I. And at 500, let's bring in all the stuff here. There you go. Alright, now we can make it slower. Alright, when it cuts through, I can still see the feetsies. Maybe we'll bring our character just a little lower. Right there. Even through here. Move our character a little lower. should it be higher? Oh my god, you can see them. You can see them more. Okay, cool. And maybe let's see, for aesthetic reasons, let's take off backface culling here so we can see the floors. What if we what is our normals looking like? Is it on the other side? Let's see. It is. So we're gonna flip the floor. Alt and flip. There we go. We'll take backface culling again. No, no backface culling. So when we're looking at it just through this regular lens here, we see yeah, this is a hard one to start building out for. All right, we'll save this. We're getting close though. We're getting close. All right, so what was I gonna do? I was gonna make the floors a little transparent. Let's see if we could do that with shaders. We're gonna add in one more shader here, and we're gonna call it uh, just transparent. Transparent. We're gonna make sure this has alpha blends. I guess show backface. We'll go here and let's make a transparent shader. So we will do a diffuse with a transparent. Boom. We got it. And we'll control it just by this little slider here. I'm not sure why it's not working here. We just did a transparent shader. Would that work? None. Show backface. Oh, I forgot to apply it. Let's apply it to that. There we go. Now this is looking wacky. But if we put this back on here, we make it a little bit transparent here. And then the lights, what do we take off the shadows real quick? There we go. All right, if we go to solid view, can we make it so oh my god. X-rays. There we go. Maybe if it was slower, would that help? Let's see. We'll make it much slower. Let me put the frames on here. Forgot to put that on here. Text info. There it is. Alright, I think that's pretty good for now. Let me add it into the regular scene and then call it a day. But let me open up the editing scene here. We're going to hit link. We're going to do overhead falling. We'll do scene and we'll do enters building. Oh, let me do this. I forgot to rename this. So let me open that one up again. Recent, falling overhead, don't save. We'll call this 6. Falling overhead, right? I'm gonna hit save. Beautiful stuff. Now we'll go to our editing scene. Now we'll hit link, overhead scene. There it is. We'll add it. Falling overhead. Wow. It's actually rendering a little different than the rest of it, which is interesting. Let's see. Alright, so if I open that back up and I change it to something else, let's see, overhead, falling. If I save it like this, and then I open up our editing scene, would that change? Let's open that up. So that's just the way it looks like here. So wait, if I open up 5, it's matte cap material, back face culling. And the matte cap we have looks like just a standard one. 6, go here, we'll go to matte cap, material, back face culling. Why it appears this color. This is so confusing. Outline. Like if I hit save on this one, would it be green on that end? Let's see. I wonder what's changing the color from this pink to here. I didn't do anything much different. Hmm. Very interesting. Let's open up. Oh, let's save this. So let's open up this guy. I guess this doesn't have a material. Is it the lights? What is giving it this color? What if I wanted to change color? Alright, now I got one more mystery to solve before I finish this. Like, why is this pink, right? Theme, backface culling, outline. We got the buildings. The materials they have, maybe? Oh, okay, so it's definitely the material. This material. I think it's the fog. Alright, so if we go here and we take the fog off. Is that... No? Guess it's not that either. But I want to definitely erase that material. That's definitely what changes the color. Even though there's no pink involved here. It's interesting. Like if I hit random and I hit save on this shot, would, and it's green now, right? Would that change in my editing scene? Let's see. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, it's just kind of interesting when it decides to be green and when it decides to not. Like if we went to our 16 here. See, it's set up to be green, but if we set up material, set that up, bum bum bum. We'll go to the world. Oh, our pink is still in here. Interesting. Let's see. The world setting. What if we just made it white? Don't understand what makes it decide to do that. It's so weird. It's not that. Ah, yes, I found it. There we go. It's under scene strip display. Okay, this is great. I'm glad I found that option. Okay, so under solid, had override scene display. Very good. There we go. There we go. That's good. So let's go to recent. Let's go to 6. If it's on solid. I assume that's what it's on studio. Alright, there's some backface culling issues I have to fix. So let me fix that now. Alright, let me flip these. Alt N, flip. There we go. Same thing with these. Alt N, flip. There we go. We'll take off backface culling. We'll look at it through the cam. Our rendered view. We'll go back to our pink color. Same thing with the transparent. There we go. But if we did a solid, we'll be here. Let's save. Let's open up a different scene like number 5. We'll go to materials. That is still pink. But I do want to add in a different color here for these lines. Let's select that. Great. Let's go into the object mode. Can we select a different color for them? We will select a different color. Can you show us how your Toon shader works on a char? Oh yeah, I was supposed to send you an email to send this to. Alright, so I'm gonna finish this scene up and then we'll work through it together. Do you have a scene that you can use? Or a character? I don't have a character. A 3D one, at least, to use it on. Do you have one? And if you do, can you send it to me through Discord or something? And then we can work on it. There we go. Go to world settings. Yes, but I don't know how to send through Discord. I can send through email. 1 second then. How big is the Blender character file? You're almost at 4K subs. Yes. Yeah, almost 4K. It's a nice milestone. Feels good. Let me do material preview. There we go. Solid. Boom. Falling down. Goes through. Nice. This is getting someplace, man. Or saving that. Alright, let's see. It's probably 10, 20 megabytes. Are you just getting started? Oh, Kelly, I was about to end the stream here, but I could definitely, spend a little extra time here, go through a character. So it's 10 to 20 minutes, or 10 to 20 megabytes. 1 second. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna send you an email. I mean, you're almost just getting started on your channel, and you're already got 4K. Yay! Yeah, I've been working on this channel on and off, so yeah, with the effort I've been putting in, I feel pretty good. All right, so how are you gonna send it? Can a 20 megabyte file fit on an email? All right, here's the email to send it to. I have to like set up an official Blender Grease Monkey email soon, but this one will work for this purpose. Let me know when you send it. All right, while I wait for that, I will continue to look at what I'm doing here. All right. Boom. Going through. Boom. Nice. All right. All right. Let me know when you have sent that. Kelly, are you there? Are you there, Kelly? All right. Are you sending it over? I'm looking. I'm refreshing. Refreshing. Still refreshing. There we go. Let me get my scene ready. We'll do new, general, save. We are going. Let me open up this stuff here. Make sure all my assets are looking good. Asset browser. It's sent. Okay. There you go. A blend file. We are saving it. We'll hit it down there. Okay, let's see. We are going to open, and instead of, we're going to make sure it doesn't load the UI. There's our character. Look at that. Did you make this? See what this looks like. My shaders are compiling. Let's see. Very cool, man. Very cool. All right, let's set this up. Very good work. We got a bunch of lighting here. Let me look at your folders. Let me just see how this is bad. It's a version of Jon Snow based on Bruce Timm's Superman design. It's pretty awesome. Pretty cool. All right, let's disable some stuff here. There's our character. It's a Lighting Boy Studio Toon shader. Alright, alright. I haven't used Lighting Boy. I've not used it. So, I'm gonna just take off some of this stuff here. So the character stuff. This, his hair. Okay. We're here. I'm gonna take off the text info. You got a bunch of lights going on, which is cool. Yeah, let me just get oriented here. That's our main guy here. Okay. We're gonna disable all this then. Give him your electric vector Toon look. When you say electric vector, what do you mean? Is electric vector a thing? Is that like a game? Okay. We're disabling it all, baby. We got the pants in here, so everything's in here. All the lights. It's kind of the look you achieve with your city. Nice. Electric vector. Rad. Alright. There's a lot of stuff in this with lighting and stuff. Blah. Alright. Alright, we're just gonna disable that. We're gonna keep our mesh here. This is, I assume, all our stuff here that we need. Ba 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 ba. Okay, cool. With all that disabled, I just call it that. I don't think it has an official name. No, yeah. I appreciate it. Alright, let's start building this through. Let's open up our shader. Our shader editor. Lighting Boy has a collection full of lights. Yeah, that's a lot of lights. Oh, undefined. I assume like something broke on the way. I don't have like the plugin for light the shader boy. So, all right. Now let's look at all the materials we got going on here. Cool. Let's start from top to bottom. Let's simplify this. Where's this hair coming from? Where is this thing? Oh, it's right here. It's a retopo cube. We'll put that in here. And we'll call it hair. Yes, you need their add-on for the shader to work. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Very cool. Alright, so we have everything disabled except our main dude here, and we'll start building this up. So first thing I want to do, it looks like Jon Snow has some multiple things going on here. And if I'm looking at this outline, I hit select. This is selecting anything? It's selecting the eyes. Okay, and then if I go to this material, I hit select. That's his whole skin. Okay, and then if I select this one, the throat, what's that selecting? Oh, it doesn't seem to be selecting anything. About outline, and then that's that right there. Okay. Okay. So first, let's see what the shader looks like without any of this stuff. We can always add in this outline later. But it looks like it has a Fresnel like on it. I think if I look in here, oh, these aren't groups. Okay. All right, I'm gonna just erase everything. Bum. Out of edit mode, we'll erase it. Boom. Okay. So first thing I want to do is I'm gonna in this collection I'm gonna set my own lights, and I'm gonna set up the lights first. So let me make a new collection. We'll call this GM lights, so you know what's happening. And I'm gonna add in 3 lights. I don't want a lot of lights. I just want to work simply right now. We'll bring this up to the top. And we'll make it bright. We will bring it up forward. Pretty cool. Look at that. We'll make it brighter, and we'll make it softer. There we go, by making it bigger. Moving up further to the front. Okay, so this is the first thing we're going to do. We're going to set up so it's actually like viewable without any shader on it, right? So let's do 500. Maybe 800. There we go. We got 1 light. All right, let's do a second light. We're going to put these on both sides. Maybe one in the back here too. We'll make that one 1,000, 2,000. There we go. Lighting it up. Good stuff. We'll bring this guy here. Let me split this window just so we can see what we're doing here while we move stuff. We'll get rid of the overlays, the gizmo, and we'll look at it like this. Okay. Did you sculpt this? Did you like do a box modeling method? Because it looks pretty cool. You did a great job. Okay. The sun, ridiculous. Maybe 10. I'm going to do it 1 sun and 1 point light. So for the sun, like I said, I just want this to be simple. It was polymodeling. Very cool, very cool. Alright, 2 lights. We're good. And we'll call this one sun. We could see it. We can see what's happening here. Things are happening. We're good. I was going to do the point lights, but we'll wait. We'll wait until we start doing the thing. We got our character. I'm going to drag it from the asset manager. I'm going to put it right on there. Alright. So, he blue. He looks like, what is it? Mr. Freeze from Batman. He's cold as ice. Good stuff. Look at that. We got stuff going on here. He has like this pink outline, and that's solely because of the shader. Dr. Manhattan. That's even a better. That's better. That's way better. Way better. Okay. So let's go. So let's see our Toon shader and let's start building out the skin. So first thing I want to do is take off the Fresnel. That's that outline that it has there. I'm also gonna take off on the overlay. I'm gonna take off outline selected just so I don't see that outline. I also don't want to see the origin, that little dot in the middle. I also don't want to see the 3D cursor. I do want to see the lights, so we'll keep the lights. Okay, cool. So we got this going on. It looks pretty cool with the make him your Toon shaded version of Jon Snow. Will do. I love the gradient. The gradient really softens things up. It's so nice. But let's start off with nothing. This is just how it is baseline. So one thing I'm gonna do is what is a skin tone? Skin tone palette. Let me look up a skin tone palette. Let's see if any of these work. I just typed in skin tone palette on Google. And we're gonna try it out. Let's try out this one. And let's do the base. The first color, which is that light blue, we'll do it light under a hex here. Oops. There we go. All right. It's so weird because this color is looking weird. Okay, so let me just do all three colors and then we can figure out what the issues here are arising already. These are so shut. I'm picking like some really subtle color changes. Super orange. What is going on? White's good though. Okay. Kelly, thank you for sending me this. This is some good real world usage here. You look with the gradient coming from this way, that looks pretty cool too. But oh, you know what? You're right. Let me look. Let me look up his overall look. Send me a link if you can of like the look. I just googled it and I'm gonna have trouble and I wanna go through this. I think the issue here for me is the saturation, so we'll just mess with saturation. So we'll bring everything down a certain amount. Maybe the same amount. Maybe like minus 0.3. How about we do half, right? So we'll go in the saturation. We'll divide it by 2. We go here, we go to saturation, we'll divide it by 2. Then we go here, and we go to saturation, and we divide it by 2. Alright, we're getting closer. There we go. That mid color, maybe we can bring it down. And this can definitely just be actual dark. And then we can actually swing this to the blue color, the blue side. So that'll be all the way around. Just a little. There we go. For the first color, let's make it like that. And then for the highlight, I'm gonna just make it slightly less saturated so it comes in like that. All right, cool. So it's, did I just not even do anything? Yeah, it's like not even there. Okay, cool. Let's mess with some direction here. I'm just gonna test out some things here. You know, get the color. I like that. Under, I'm gonna do the shadow like how yours originally had it, where you could see just shadow all underneath his pecs. So let's do that. Maybe not all the way. Maybe like, or maybe all the way actually. Good stuff. Let's rotate this light around. See what some different looks we got. Okay. I'm going to bring this light up in front and lower it down to like 1. I want to test out some stuff here. Let's see. Let's bring this light up. Super bright. Yeah. So right now we're just going to work with the sun. All right. So we got this look going on. Looking dandy. Let's mess with some more of where the colors appear. We'll bring it in. There we go. All right. You know, for what it is right now, I like it. I'm going to save it. All right, now let's play around with some other things here. Because once we set up this shader for the skin, we're just going to start copy and pasting it and then slightly tweaking it for the clothes. So there we go. All right, so we'll call this skin. What is it called? Jon Snow? We'll just say skin. Skin. We'll call it GM skin. There we go. All right. Obviously, all changeable. Let's figure out if we can do any of these, which gradient we're going to use. When it comes to the gradient, his clothes need to be all black leather. No problem. We'll figure out what that's going to look like. Shader wise. So there's obviously 2 gradients here. So I don't think you should use both. You should only use one. So let's see which one looks better when we add the thing that we want, right? So let's do the first one from light source. And it kind of gives it, you know, a nice coloration there, right? Like if the sun's hitting them. Let's play with some different colors. But let's just remember red, yellow is what we're doing here. But let's see. Right now it's really extreme. Obviously we'll bring it down, right? And I think where we had it was good. Now that I'm looking at all these different options here. But see, what we're adding is like this outside like transition between like that. So let's bring it back actually. Red, yellow worked out pretty well. All right, there we go. We got some gradient going on. Very subtle, but I like it. We'll put it on max. It's not looking too bad here. We'll tweak it later, but out the box, the shader's working. All right. His pecs are super shiny. We can obviously put more shine. He could be like leaned up, but we'll just do a little bit. There you go. He's looking glossy. We'll fix that later. I'm just curious what adding this gradient will do. It'll make him blue. Let's take off the first one and add the blue one. And what if we did something similar? Interesting look there, right? All right, or we could do this. Like he has like a red head or whatever. So the top to bottom gradient, it's cool and stuff. I think I would eventually just use that just for objects instead of on a skin, because I do like how this one looks. Gives them a little bit more depth. So we'll keep that the same. All right. So now we're gonna do a Fresnel, which is the lighting, right? We'll add in the Fresnel. You can see it's right here. There's like pink and like a lighter pink, and obviously if we rotate the thing, you know. So what I'm gonna set is the lighter pink. I'm gonna set it to white. And you can see it now a lot better. And then I'm going to set the pink to black. So now we can really see where it's transitioning. So I'm going to do from top to bottom. So the top of it is lighter. And then now for the outline, the Fresnel at the bottom, we'll add in a color that we like. I would go with the background color, blue. We'll darken it up a little bit. Maybe we'll change the hue. Maybe like a purple. Maybe we'll just use the color that this last color is right there. Boom, we'll copy it. We'll paste it. There it is. So, you know, we got the extra color down here. We got the light sheen on him, and obviously if we rotate around him, he has a nice, you can see his look. It's looking pretty decent, right? All right. So, I like where this is going. Got his character going. All right. Let's see what it looks like. Let me go here. Let me remove this. Okay. Let me play around with some of these transitions here. This texture. So we'll go to the texture. And we can soften up very slightly. You see it all soften up here and in this area, like the highlights and stuff. So we can make it really soft. I'm gonna hold shift and just do the smallest amount. There we go. You see it kind of transitions there. Kind of gives it. If we do it more extreme, maybe. There you go. We can always take that off later. Alright. I think we're set here. Let's play with some other stuff. With this base color, we can set it how dark he is. What was it set before? It was on the vibrance 0.8. And we can put maximum. But 0.8. 0.8 was pretty good. So we'll keep it at 0.8. Also, let's get rid of this. There we go. Okay. I think we're good. We're going to hit save. And I will move to the next piece. Jon Snow pants. It looks like his pants kind of clips through here. So let me. What modifiers do we have here? Oh, you got a mirror, you got the rig, you got the subdivision, and you got the displace. What is the displace doing? Not sure. It's not doing much. Alright, so I'm gonna inflate these pants ever so slightly. All I'm doing is like Alt S. Just so it can go away. Let's do that. Alt S. Holding shift right when it goes away. It's very slight. Oh, there's still some here. Hopefully that doesn't affect it later. We can always go back on this if something happens. Okay. Cool. We have Jon Snow pants. Erase. Now we're going to go to G. When you use retopoflow, it places displace modifiers during the process. Oh, okay. I'm going to type in GM scan. And he has skin colored pants, which is weird. We're going to hit this key here, this button. We'll hit new material. We'll hit it new. There we go. And we'll call this pants for now until we figure out a better name for it. So for this, I'm gonna test something out and just change the hue here, the hue and saturation. But you said it has to be dark, so let's be dark. Dark and leathery. What I'm gonna do is take off this texture here, just so we can see the colors better. And I'm going to just desaturate all of them. So white, there, and then there. We're gonna make this dark, but not fully dark. We'll make this dark as well. We'll make this dark as well. Maybe you can Toon shade my Daenerys next week. Maybe. We'll have to see what I plan on for those streams. We'll make this darker here. Alright, it looks like we have some artifacting here too. Look at that. Let's see if I could do this without doing the whole pants. I'm going to select where I think it needs it. I'm going to do proportional editing, hit Alt-S, and then Shift, and then just bring it out slightly. There. Black leather. Alright, cool. So I think I have a texture here. Let's see. Texture. Image texture. I think I have one. Let's see. I have a leather one. Look at that. Let's see if this works at all in this scene. We will try the first one. And let's see what this looks like. Alright. Not showing up, so I'm going to hit Control T. Make sure this is good. That's loading. We'll put generated for now until we figure out if you need to do your UVs. I don't know if you have, but we'll check. And then we'll hit a color ramp at the end. And then we're going to figure out how bright this needs to be. We'll hit constant. Alright, looks like the UVs are not doing so hot here. Let's go to UV actually. We were on generated. Let's go to the UVs. Oh, does it not have any UVs? Let's see. Yeah, you have no UV maps. So I'm going to do a quick UV, quick and dirty. I'm going to go to the UV editor. And I'm going to go to line mode, and I'm going to hold Alt and click on this line. All right. Right there. And then I'm going to also do it. Oh, it goes all the way around. So that's weird. Let me solo this. Oh, it's because we're doing a mirror modifier. Okay. So I guess we only need one seam since it's a mirror modifier. We will right click on that, and then we'll do, what is it? Shift Control E and do mark seam. Very good. We're going to select all. We'll hit U to unwrap. And then our pants is here. There it is. Looking funky. Let's see what it looks like on here. Alright, it looks a little better. So what we're going to do is we will slightly bring it in. There it is. And then for the scaling, because I don't like messing with those three, I'm going to do input value. I'm just going to stick it in here. It's just going to be the same value for all three. Here we go. I'm holding shift. I'm also going to change the texture, so it makes more sense here. There we go. Let's see if this texture even translates. I may switch to texture. Okay, so now that it's here, I'm gonna go back to linear. I just wanted to see where it was. There it is. I think this this is looking all right. Let's see the two other seamless textures I have. Oopsies. We'll hit no, we'll hit open. We'll go to seamless. Let's do the second one. Oh, I did the third one. That's okay. Let's do shader here. Yeah, it's super strong and it's super large. There it is. All right, and then because this is light up here, maybe this just needs to be a little darker. Nope, not that one. This one. Since it's doing a mirror, it's doing, obviously, it looks like a mirror here, so. All right, and it still looks kind of shiny. Can we smooth this out? There we go. And maybe for this one in particular, we take off the highlight entirely. Like, what if we just... Like, what if we just made these two the same color? Okay, let's see how large this is over here. It's like super subtle now. Let's take this off. Let's bring this up just a little bit. All right, that's that texture. Let me try one more. I did this third one, this leather. This one looks a little bit more crackly, and I think I'm gonna go with the one I just did. I like that one. It ended up looking a lot subtler. This has like cracked leather. All right, we're gonna go back to the other one. And just make it a little bit more subtle, that's all. All right. Hold on, I've been going a while on the stream. Let me plow through this, but I'm still building it through. Let's see. Oh, this is like slowing down. All right, we'll keep this one for now, and we're just gonna copy the same texture onto the rest of the clothes. So we got Snow's shirt. So we'll go to the shirt. We'll hit X. We'll do GM. M. Pants. It's even much more subtler here. So I'm gonna click on this, on the little duplicate, and then we'll do shirt. And then we'll mess them around with this a little more. Let's see. Oh, the reason, okay, we're gonna go back. We're not gonna duplicate it. We're gonna keep the one. Well, After Effects is like, you know, doing effects in motion. You want to have it look as good as you can here, if that's what you mean. I mean, you should make it look good in Blender. All right, so the reason this shirt is weird is because it doesn't have UVs. But if I select, let's see if I can cut it. Hold on. Let me make it so it's not visible. There it is. And let me split this. Actually, I probably don't even need to split it. Let me just hit unwrap. You unwrap and see what that looks like. There it is. Let's bring this back. We could probably move the texture so it's not like... It's kind of distorting here at the arms, but like I said, this is just a working thing we're doing here. Maybe we can subtly change the shirt hue, so we'll turn this on. All right, now we could do a duplicate. Actually, we'll just keep it. I don't want to extend this even further. All right. You know, we'll save it. All right, we'll do the next one. The belt. Now this is like rinse and repeat now, right? So we got the metal and the shirt here. So we'll change this into GM pants, but we'll click on this duplicate. And we'll call this belt. We'll unwrap it, right? Let's see what it looks like if we just hit U unwrap. Right, super subtle texture there, but that's fine. And then we will change this to GM belt. And then duplicate it. And then call it buckle. There it is. And this one we can probably have a lot of lighter colors here. So let's bring up all the colors and take off the texture. This one could just probably be shiny. Let's take off the texture. There it is. We'll make this one the brightest. There it is. We'll bring this one lower. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Is it supposed to be, is the buckle supposed to be silver? Because we can always make it a different color without changing too much. Let's see if I can do it. If you do a color, mix RGB, you change this to color. Oh my god, I hope it doesn't crash. Let me save it. Control X. Okay. I'm gonna hit a color here, and I'm gonna do RGB or input color. RGB, I should say. Just some shiny metal. Oopsies. Every time I hit clamp, I mess it up. Okay. There we go. Because, yeah, you can always add in color this way, you know. If you ever wanted to make it a color. To make it shiny, I'm going to add in the highlight size to be bigger. So it'll actually take up more. And we'll make the highlight size, highlight color. We'll go back to silver. We'll make the highlight color like white, like super white. There it is. There's your shiny metal. You know, we can even control this right there. The first color can even be like super weird on there. And then the second color size, we can bring it in. All right, so some shadow there. There we go. Okay. So buckle. Next. Gloves. What do we have to here? We have the outline. We don't need that. So we'll do the same. We'll do shirt instead. Let's do GM pants. I haven't renamed them. And then for this, let's do an unwrap and see what that looks like. Unwrap. Leather gloves. All right, we're gonna have to unwrap this a different way. I'm gonna isolate this and see what they look like. So let's go to line in edit mode, select the line. Let's see what the best line is. All right, let's do this. We'll select this circle here. Control E, mark seams. And then we also want to do it on the side here. We'll take that one off. Control E, mark seam. All right, so I'm just trying to, oh, I'm going to do it on the inside instead. I'm just trying to imagine if this was a real glove and you were to make it, where the seams would be. That's all I'm doing. So we'll do it on the inside. We'll do Control E, mark seams. Okay, cool. So there, it's all selected. It's all mark seamed. And then for this, it's going to be a little bit different here. So for this, I'm going to do kind of what I did with this cylinder is chop off all these cylinders. So let's see if that's going to help. All right, so there's a seam, there's a seam, there's a seam, there's a seam, and there's a seam. And that's selected all the way around, right? All right, Control E, mark seams. Now we got all the fingers cut. All right, and then we're gonna select let's see, we got that, we got that. Then we're gonna select the seam here that connects the thumb to this first finger. Control E, mark seam. There it is. And then we're gonna do this one here. Control E, mark seam. Okay. So, oh, and these cylinders have to be cut as well. So let's cut these. And the way to cut them is, I'm gonna select this first line, and then select the last line, right? And under select, there's a special one called here called, I'm gonna find it. Select inner region? Nope, that's not what I wanted. There's a special one in here. Hold on, there's a special one. Let's loop inner region. There it is. Under select link, go to shortest path. And there it is. And then mark seam. Control E, mark seam. Same thing here. We select that one. We select the one at the edge here. Same thing, select. Select linked, shortest path. Mark seam. Select this. Select this. Select. Select loop. Select linked, shortest path. Mark seam. Same thing here. Right. Select trait. No, select linked, shortest path, mark seam. Okay, cool. So we have pretty much all the seams that we need to make. Now that it's all done, select it all. Now we're gonna look at our glove here, hit U and hit unwrap. Now, for the most part, you can see the fingers are all here. I think this is the thumb. We forgot the thumb. So let's do the thumb. Select here, and we're gonna select this right here. Select linked, shortest path, mark seam. Okay, now let's do it. Unwrap. There we go. Now you see we have all the fingers, the arm part, and this should be the hand part. That may need to be cut differently. Doesn't matter. We're just making it here. Now we will unisolate this, and now the texture should look a little better than how the shirt looks here. Basically, what we will do, we would do the same thing for this shirt, right? We would make a seam here. Does it go all the way around? It does. We would make it, oh, it's mirrored, so we'll just do the same thing. Mark seam, and then we would cut the seam on the inside, right? We would go right here, but we'll do the shortest path. Let's isolate it with the numpad slash, and we will go here, And we will select that last one up here. Hopefully it's connected. All right, I'm just gonna select them all right here. All right, mark seam, same thing. Now we unisolate it. We'll go into the shirt. Cause see how the texture messes up on the sleeve. So we'll select all, we'll hit unwrap, and that should fix the texture for that, right? So there's the shirts. Okay, we're going through. We'll hit save. Boots, same thing, right? Rinse, repeat. Boots are probably gonna be shiny, right? So we'll go to layers. For this one, I would choose the buckle, because that's something similar. All right, we'll select that. We'll do GM buckle. Oopsies, wrong one. GM buckle. There we go, except we don't need them as bright. So let's bring down all the vibrances. I mean, that could probably stay the same, but this second color, you know, like that. Maybe we can add this leather to it, so I'm just gonna copy these nodes into there. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I changed the buckle. Hold on. Okay. Okay, sorry. I forgot when I was changing the buckle shader, which was changing the actual buckle. I gotta make sure I hit this to duplicate it and then rename it boots. So then we can start messing with it more. I'm gonna save. Now we can copy in this texture. We can bring down the vibrancy for these down here. And this can be all the way dark. All right, we'll connect the leather. Is there a quick way to put some dirty on there? I think there is. But before we get into that, let me fix some issues that this has. So this is not all applied to the same. It looks like it just ends right here. So I gotta make sure to select it all, hit assign. See if that's fixing it. All right, let's mess with the second color position. Nothing's happening. This color, there it is. There it is. All right, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that. Let's see if we unwrap it, if it does anything crazy. Interesting. Let's bring down the size. Just so it's super subtle. Like 0.01. Okay, cool. We got this texture going on. It's looking all right. In the left side here, you can barely see it. What's interesting is this is not working. That's interesting. Okay. All right. We're going to bring it back to how it was. All right, for the dirt stuff, I will have to postpone that. Let's just keep going through. It's a whole different setup to teach. All right, cool. We got the shade, da da da. We're looking dandy. What I am forgetting is, do they all have the Fresnel? Like, does this have the Fresnel? Do the boots have Fresnel? They do. So for the boots, I can see the Fresnel. It is white, and if we rotate it, we can see it's the other color. I'm gonna make it dark. So, you know. It's interesting, it doesn't go up to the top. It's very subtle. So maybe we'll bring it down here. Yeah, you can't see it at all at the top. Alright, there you go. We're gonna switch this to white and then this to black. Guess you can't really see it at the top. So we may just take off the Fresnel for the boots for right now. For the pants, same thing. There's something happening here where, you know, it wasn't showing up. So there it is. Same thing for this shirt. We're just rotating it. There it is at the top. Beautiful. We could probably just have it one color. These gloves, same thing. And honestly, we should just make them all white, right? So the pants, the shirt. Just make them all white. They're standing out. For these boot highlights, can we make them bigger? And then can we make them a little darker so they're not like obnoxious? There it is. All right. We're just working through baseline stuff here. All right. Bruce trim arm. I don't know what this is. Let's see where it's at. Let's isolate it. I don't see it. Let's unisolate it. Bruce trim arm. When I select it and I hit isolate, I don't know what it is. So we're going to skip it. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep it off. And then we have eyeball. Oh, did I mess something up where the eyeballs are not in the right place? Oh, no. Oh, now they're here. Okay. Right eye. All right. All right, those are the eyeballs. Let's see if we could do anything with the eyeballs. Right now, they have these things that don't show me anything. So if I take this off, it goes away. Oh, I see. Never mind. So these eyeballs, Toon shaded up. They ain't looking good. All right, and then we got eye left and eye right. So I can see there's 3 colors here. So let's go one by one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the skin. We're going to erase this top one because that's unnecessary. So for this eye color, I'm going to select GM skin. There it is. And we're going to duplicate it and call it eye color. And you can see that it's at the top here. So let's now mess with the eye color. We could take off the texture and we can since I like the shading. By shading I don't mean the color, but like the vibrancies of these. I'm gonna put a Toon what do you call it? I'm gonna put it in a hue saturation onto it. No, that's not it. Yeah, actually, let's try hue saturation. Let's saturate it. Let's put the value up. And then we're going to rotate the hue, holding shift, different colors. And get green eyes, blue eyes. Probably bring down the value. All right. We could take off the Fresnel. You working you working that shader, homie. Thank you, Callie. I appreciate the $2. Appreciate you sending this over. This really puts the Toon shader in a real life situation. Life or death. I'm just kidding. But actually we're not gonna use the hue saturation. What we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna pick our colors. So let's just pick Jon Snow's eyes are so dark brown they're almost black. Oh, that's not fun. All right. What about the eyebrows? Are we there yet? What happened to his eyebrows? Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, we'll go to his eyebrows. We'll go to his eyebrows. All right, so we'll just do a skin shader. We'll just for a quick solution, we'll put the hue saturation. We'll put the value down. We'll put the saturation up, and we'll just put the value down. There we go. And then we can mess with this. These first colors, highlight colors. No, honestly, let's just set up the colors. Let's just set up the colors real quick. So we'll do the brown color. We'll set it up all browns. So we'll do copy. We'll copy this, paste, paste. We'll leave that white. We will do this. This one. The second color slightly brighter. Second to last color slightly brighter. Or should we do this in reverse? Should this be dark? Let's see if this looks any good. Or both highlight and shadow are dark, and then the middles are white. All right, so it looks like the eye's not getting hit by light that well. So let's go all the way back and let's just go with what we had before. I'm overcomplicating this. And then we'll work on the eyebrows. Show you how to fix that issue. Just don't like this gray that happens. All right, there we go. That's dark brown with some variance in there. All right, we can even add in a darker shade here. There it is. There we go. Fine. Moving on to the left eye, we'll just... Oh, sorry, not the left eye. We have GM eye color. That's all set there. The GM black, or sorry, the eye black. Let's see what that is. So for this one, let's just do an emissions. We don't even need a complicated Toon shader here. Put it to black. Actually, hold on. Let's do the Toon shader. Because this is giving it some depth, right? This is giving it like a fade. I can send you the LBS add-on real fast. No, no, no. That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to send me that. All right, so let me do GMI color. Look at that weird variance there. I like it. At least it fades in and out. We will do the value though. Oh, interesting. It does the whole thing? Oh, I know what's happening. Sorry. Let's bring it back. Forgot to duplicate it. Let's just do GMI color. Duplicate this. Now we'll call this GM black. I always forget that part. Black. Now we can lower this. There it is. And there's like some slight depth in there. Alright, I'm gonna put all this to white. I just want to see what this looks like. Or not white, but all the same color. And this the dark. There it is. That gives me like some interesting... If I put it all white... Alright. There we go. It's an interesting what's happening in this eyeball. Alright, there we go. Give it some little variance here. Very subtle stuff here. Alright. Saturation. Okay. And then this is the whites around the eye. What if we did this just in emissions? And then lower, not lower it, but make the white not pure white. Maybe even give it a color. Just move the saturation away. Just so it's not like super white. There it is. Alright. Cool. So now we'll do that for the left eye. So we have GM eye color, GM black. We'll do it for the left eye. We erase this. We'll change this to GM eye color. And then GM black. What? Hold on. GM black. Alright, cool. We got the eyes set. Alright. Now let's do let's save. Alright, and let's set up the hair. And the way we're going to set up the hair is we'll copy the skin one, right? So we'll go to skin, which looks creepy. Looks like a moldy skin. We'll duplicate it and we'll call this hair. Okay. And we'll go over here and we'll start playing with the hair. This hair is basically black, right? Just by lowering all this. I think I'm going to lower the Fresnel part of it, just so it's light. We'll make it browner. That's not what I'm changing. We'll make it browner. Alright, we will take off that texture. On the hair, I'm gonna right click it, hit smooth. So now it's smooth. Cause you see before it was shaded. See how blocky it is? See how blocky it is? It's because it's shaded flat. If you hit shade smooth, you get that. That's what happens. Alright, so that's pretty cool. I definitely made him look too old. Yeah, a little bit. It's not that bad. He's missing his teeth, that's all. He's only like 15 years old. Oh no, yeah, he definitely doesn't look 15. He looks like a hulking man. Oh, cool. So we got the shader here. So for his hair, it looks like we could probably have a lot of the same color here. Just very slight variation of it, right? We'll saturate it. It's on the green spectrum. Let's move that away. Maybe make it more like... Let's copy it here. There we go. Dark brown. I wonder why this is like super green. Alright, let me copy this. Oops, nope. Copy this. Cool. Maybe we can add in actually the separation here. It's like flat colored, but nah, maybe not. It's definitely like this green tint that I see. It's kind of, it's very subtle. I wonder what that is. Is it that? That's what it is. It's this. Okay, so I take off the gradient. Now it's gone. Oh, I'm putting in the top to bottom gradient since it's not his skin. Let's make it like super subtle here. Let's see, with it, without it. It's very subtle. We're gonna do it without it. Okay, we got his hair all done. Now for the eyebrows. So this is how we're gonna do the eyebrows. It's on his skin. It looks like it was modeled in. It's not separated. So we're gonna add in a on the model. Add in a new texture and add in the hair one that we just did. GM hair. Alright, now what I'm going to do is, I can see that the top of the eyebrow, I'm going to go to face mode, select the three parts that are the top of the eyebrow. I'm going to hit Control plus. That's going to do the next selection. Control plus, you can see it here, I don't know. So let's see, Control, I have this selection. I do Control plus. Selects the next one, selects the next one, selects the next one. I think that's his eyebrows right there. And then I'm going to go to hair and hit assign, right? So we can see it in real time what that looks like. Assign. And now we got the eyebrows set in there. You know? And maybe we'll do one less. Maybe just the top there. We'll make another skin, hit assign, and then we'll do hair. Yeah. Alright, it looks like this is not how I wanted it. So I'm going to hit skin here, hit assign there. Maybe one less. Alright, so there's his eyebrows. You can continue playing. We'll hit save. And that is, you know, you also got a little bit of an issue with his hand stuff here. Oh, I was trying to move it, but I can't. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's because it's on this side. There you go. Here we go. Can you take the top hair and apply it to the eyebrows and then make it black? Yeah. Yeah, you could just do that. Because you can go here. You go to, I got the GM hair. I'm on the body right now. We'll call this eyebrows so we know the difference now since we're making it different. And we could just make it black. You know, I definitely would go against not making it like a full black. Right now I have like a little bit of vibrance on here, some brown, but there you go. We'll save that. They have their own vertex group. Yeah, I just ended up selecting them the other way, but let's see. Oh, there's so many vertex groups here. And I see it. I lit. Yeah, this is annoying. There's so many. Eyebrow. Doesn't look like it's the top. Eyebrow. That's brow. That's that. That's that. That's that. That's that. That's that. Oh, from auto re okay, yeah, with the C, right? There it is. But yeah, but you see how unruly this is? You passed it down to another artist. Now the artist has to like figure out this organization here. Yeah, the C I assume is auto rigging. Can I do a search? Sort by A to Z. Let's see. Hand, leg. Well, anyway, I still. I'm sorry, I did not respect your place in the development. No, 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 no. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I already got it. I did it the way that I was gonna do it. Picked it and stuff. But anyway, that's the basic thing here. You know, using some textures and stuff. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna send this to you. I'm gonna send it back to you. So you can have it. But I gotta end this stream though. I appreciate you sending in. Thank you for the support as always, Kelly. I hopefully this helps you understand a little bit of this process, doing this whole thing. Let me save this. And let me reply. The Patreon, it's coming, it's coming. I'm sorry, I've been, I'm still figuring out the tiers I'm gonna do and what's doable for me, and all that jazz, and how much work I got on my plate. But definitely, I would definitely, you'll be the first one to know, Kelly. Let me reply to you. I'm just sending it before I end the stream here. Hold on. Attached project. All right. Save it. I'm hitting new here. Thanks so much. All right. So that's sending. Anyway, let me end the stream here the right way. All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks everyone for joining the stream here. I appreciate everybody here. Kelly, especially you. Thank you for supporting. I will get that Patreon. You'll be the first to know. I'll send you an email. Hopefully that helped you out with the Toon shader. It works out. I saw that I didn't run into too many issues with it, so I'm happy the Toon shader worked out decently, right? I hope everybody has a good weekend. I'm not going to be doing Saturday streams anymore. It will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this Tuesday I'll be doing a stream. It's probably going to be at noon, still figuring out the time, but I will let everybody know in the community post on the YouTube page. I appreciate all of you. Kelly, you'll get that email from me in a few minutes. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope everybody watching has a great night. Take care.